Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom.
Alrighty then, hello. Okay, well, I believe that this might be a two-parter for those of you who will be watching this later on. This is a 16 by 20 canvas board. I used glycerin and whatever paint I had left from my last project, and I put it on there. I blended it in after it, ran and did whatever it's gonna do. Then I took some spray adhesive or a spray gloss medium there to spray it, just to keep it. Once it dried, I just sprayed it. Let it harden, and here it is. Took a few days. I was doing other things and deciding on what to do with this. So, the picture might appear to be a little dark. I don't have really all the lights on. The light that is showing around in this area. Okay, I turned it down. I didn't want it to be too bright. But we're gonna put a bunch of hydrangeas in there at first. I'm probably gonna put a heron in here, but I'm going to paint, like I said, a bunch of different color hydrangeas on this background. All right, I'm going to use this 3/4 inch brush to at least start to fill in some of the colors, what I want to do, or how I want to arrange it. So I'll be using a filbert brush for the majority of this. All right, okay, let's dip into a little bit of yellow and a little tad of orange. All right, and probably a slight touch of white. I want these to glow a little bit, so down here on the bottom anyway. So here on the bottom where you see the yellow stuff here, I'm just going to fill this in a bit here in the corner. Have it float along here a little bit, and it'll just kind of blend and disappear. All right, so this is where some of the yellow stuff is going to be. All right. Okay, clean off the brush. I think I'm going to play around with a little bit of this deep blue. And we'll pop some of that blue. Oh, let's pop some of that blue in here. Come down here a little bit. Come around in here. Come up in here a little. Bring it down and around in here, like that. And we're gonna probably keep the hydrangeas somewhere melted around in here. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take now a wee bit of purple. I'm gonna dip a little bit of white in that purple just to lighten it up a little. Just a slight bit. Once again, I'm just blocking in where I want the different color hydrangeas to be. We're going to play around with that purple in here. And we're going to mix some of that blue in with it. Blend it in there. Like that. Come on in here a little. I'll let some of that background come through in spots. And we'll blend some of that in here. Like that. So we get our purples in there a little. Like I say, I'll mash a little bit of that blue in there a little bit. Right in there. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with a little bit of this light blue, this nice little sky blue here. I'm gonna put a little bit of white in there just to give it a little body. And we're gonna come over here. Play around with it in there, fade that up in there like that. We're gonna definitely cover up this corner a bit. We'll bring some of that around in here a little. Maybe a little patch in there. Something like that. Bring some of that in there like that. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. Once again, I'm just blocking in some of these colors. As I'm looking at it, maybe depending on how dry it is. If it's a little dry, it's all right. I'll kind of blend some of these in there, real soft. If I can get it to do it. If not, that's okay. Some of it will, some of it won't. Where you see the green, we're going to put the green foliage in there. Somewhere to kind of block in the heron when I put the bird in there. Which will probably be the second part of this painting. So, I think we're going to do this a step at a time. Okay, where it comes... as far as the green is concerned, I probably will do the greenery first, more than likely. And we're just gonna go with I'll slap a little bit of purple in that green. And we're gonna just start blocking off different types of colors in there. One here, a couple here like this. We'll put one down here, right there. They're going to be here and there and yonder and everywhere. Okay. So we're just going to pop in shapes. And we'll work all of this in here. Pop a couple of them in there like that. Get some of those, keep those gaps in there. Like I said, I'm mixing a little purple in my green here, just to make it a little interesting. I'm gonna come here and pop some here, here, here. These leaves are gonna be all over the place. Like I said, this is gonna be a very nice background for the heron to be in here. The heron its beak will be somewhere here. Its head is gonna swerve around. I'll make my decision tomorrow or so how large I want the bird to be. We'll see as we go through this. The flowers will butt into each other here and there. All right, or the petals, excuse me. Like I said, this is fairly dark. It's just the way I have, like I said, the lighting situation. All right, okay. All right, So let's start playing a little bit. I'm going to take the small amount of glycerin, just a small amount. We're going to put it in here just to move this color around a little bit. Even a little bit of light blue in there. Put some variation of color for the petals. All right, and we'll just start it one at a time. Like I say, some of these petals will overlap. It's okay. We're gonna start putting them in there. And we'll deal with the highlights later. All right, so we got one in there. It's going to be different, like I say, different variations of green, some light, some dark. All depends on how I want to do it. We're going to come in here and start popping in some of these interesting colors. And I want the leaves to be a little on the dark side. They're going to just represent the background stuff. A lot of this that you're looking at will be covered in by the Heron anyway. Now, if you find that it might be a little too dark to look at, maybe I'll lighten it up. I just don't want too much of a distraction with the bright light, And I'll start to lighten up some of these leaves. We'll come here. Like so. I'm gonna come here, pop a couple in here. Just like so. So we're gonna get different flavors of colors all through this. Let's start over here. And we're gonna come over here on this side, do the same thing. Like that, we got some going up in different directions. Some of them I'll lighten, some of them I'll darken. And I'm using a sky blue to darken some of these, instead of just using white or yellow. And it's really up to you which petal you want in front of others. Okay. Some of these I'm going to start to lighten up a little bit. A few of them. Like so. And I already know that quite a few of these will be covered by the bird, but you have to paint these in a way that you have to paint them like they're going to be the centerpiece, okay, and keep that nice consistency going with them. And I'm adding the blue, light blue, for the highlights for these green leaves, because it just matches the color of the background a lot better. And that's the only reason why I'm using that light blue. And once again, these are just background things, just hanging out, doing what they do. All right. And this is a nice exercise to really practice your leaf strokes and such, so you can get comfortable with doing them. I'm using, once again, a 3/4 inch brush for these. All right. So as I'm looking at it, it is mighty dark for you guys. Trying to check this out. So I might put a little bit of light on the subject here. It's just that I know that if I start brightening this stuff up, it's going to bleach out a little bit. And I don't know if I want to really do that to you guys. And I'm brightening the green a little bit more. Let's get a touch more of glycerin so I can get this paint to kind of flow a little bit better here. All right. We have a few. I guess we can have a few going this way, just like this. And I'm not really looking for total perfection with these guys, because once again, I want uniformity, but still need to just have them just out there. Still blending in my purples and my greens. I'll get a little sky blue in there. And we're going to come here and do the same thing. And we're going to pop that out there like so. We got another one here. Well, we'll just have him come this way. Like that. It'll be one petal like this. Come on down like that. So we give half a petal over there. All right. We'll lighten this guy up here just a little bit. Just because it's by that yellow over there. All right. Okay. We'll probably we'll dip a little bit of white in there. Just a small bit. So we can give, there we go. And I'm just going over what I previously did just to lighten up the flower, at least on that side. All right, so there's a little bit of semblance of something hiding around in there. I'll do the same thing here. Just like that. I don't have to add it everywhere. Okay. A little bit of something here. Just a little glowing something. Just like that. Oh, let's kind of pop one in here. Just like that. So you can use a piece of flower or leaf here. That's all. So we got a nice little gathering of leaf here, leaves, petals. We'll add another one probably here as a nice little point right in here. Like that. There. Maybe a little something right here. Just a little bit of something hanging around there. Just get your eyes moving right in here. Okay. All right. So we're kind of aiming toward this yellowish area here. And that's really it for that. All right. Now, our filbert brush will soon be our best friend. Hey, Davey. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. You're doing some very, very good work. The triceratops and whatnot. They're really nice. Thank you, Dave. Like I say, if I try to pop the light on or at least make it a little bit brighter, it's going to be a little too bright. Let's see if I can get away with it a little bit here. Brighten it up a little bit there for you guys. And it'll focus by itself. So now, because of what I put on beforehand, it would shine. You can see a little bit of the shine. But when I put the fresh paint on there, once it dries, it's a flatness to it. So that's why you see what you see right now. But once again, now we're going to have this filbert brush be our best friend. We're going to go with probably these guys up here. All right. Okay. And what I'll do with this little bit of light blue, this sky blue I have, I might want to darken that a little bit. I'll just take the smallest amount of dark blue and mix it in there. All right. Smallest amount. Very simple to do these. You start off with one flat and you just come on in like so. And you make about 5 of these. One more, just like that. And you're gonna start to build your hydrangeas off of that guy. All right. We're gonna come out on the outside for a second. We're gonna curve one in here like this. And then we're gonna come on the other side like that. And we'll probably just have a little something here and one bent this way. All right, so you got kind of one on the side there. We can start probably putting some of these together now. And you would become an undisputed master of this because you're starting off flat and you're going into a point. All right, like so. If you want to do it, you can start spacing these guys out like so. Come out here, put one there, and start popping other ones in there. Don't be afraid to go over other petals when you start doing your hydrangeas. All right, you just start piecing them in there and go in different directions. Some will curl, some will come out. Okay. It can be a little monotonous, yes. If you feel yourself getting tired of doing them, relax. Pick something else out to do. Okay, I'm getting a little more of the darker blue, mixing it in there, because once I go lighter and put highlights in them, it just stick out that much more. Okay. So Davey, what other art projects you got on the pike there? What other, because you do a wide range. I think you've done a few Norsemen and Vikings and dragons. So I'm curious to see, I think didn't you even do a Godzilla one or something like that? So I'm just curious what you got going down the pike a little bit later on. Still go for that 5. Okay. Like I say, it's gonna look really different once I start adding white highlights and such to these guys. Nice. Okay, good. I'm also curious to know, or to, do you ever get people asking or offering to buy your works? Another thing with painting hydrangeas, it takes a little bit of patience, but you guys can do it. Like I say, don't get sloppy with it. Don't get, if you find yourself getting bored or whatever, move on to another page, move on to another spot, or paint something else. Then come back to it. If you find yourself kind of dragging your feet with them. All right, it does take a little bit of patience to do them. But once you get going with it, it's fairly smooth. I'm just getting some more of the correct light blue. That's not it. I think this is it. Just a little bit more light blue here. I'll put it up around here somewhere. And I can always substitute this color for the highlights of another color. Another pinch of dark blue. Now with this light sky blue, it's semi-transparent, so I'm gonna have to beef it up with a little bit of white when I go for the highlights. Okay, I got you. Same here with me. No, all depends. All depends. It depends on what people are looking for, what they, want to cover their living room. So I get it. I just paint to paint. Unless it's a commission, then they'll tell me the colors or whatnot. But when you're doing it for yourself, pretty much like I'm doing right now, anything kind of goes. So people usually look at your paintings. Besides the subject matter, it's really the color. If it matches their living room, not ours. So, yeah. Once again, don't be afraid to start painting on top of your... No, I primarily use acrylics now. I used to use oils, but when I started having pets, and I got my pets when they were babies, they start getting into things. And if they get into the oils or the solvents, it can be pretty lethal. So I went the other way and just used acrylics. But I have tons of oil paints. Eventually, I will get back into oils. Eventually. But as far as me teaching classes and such, I'll probably stick with the acrylics because it's safer, dries faster, and all that good stuff. I mean, unless people specifically want me to teach oils, then I'll, bring out the oils. But I rather would prefer the acrylics because of the safety aspect and no odor and all that silliness that can go with it, So I'm not using any glycerin per se with these flowers. I don't need to do that. And plus I want this stuff to dry rather quickly. So, and I will paint, as you can see, a few full hydrangea leaves and then just build off of that. And I'm just all different directions. Let them butt into each other and all that fun stuff. Start going in, just all different directions, different ways. Okay. I'm going to start to add the highlights and such to this soon. All right. So I'm still looking at it. I'll get a couple of guys floating around in here like this. You get a couple stragglers hanging down. See? Like that. Have them come down a little bit further if you want. All right? Have them trail off somewhere. All right? Okay. Our glow is coming from here, so we're going to start building up certain highlights around here to kind of fill it up a little bit. All right? And we can just use our white. Let's brighten it up a bit. Just like that. And we're just going to add a patch of brightness in spots. Like probably out here, like that. Come out here with, come in here with a few. Okay. We'll put a couple here, like this. Come out here, like that. And constantly, just keep looking at what you're doing, just to make sure everything is measuring out right for you. You really want to kind of guide the mind's eye into where you want these guys to be seen here. All right. What is my favorite subject to paint? I guess it would be favorite subject. Probably the florals, and then mountains, then waterfalls. I do enjoy painting like cottages, buildings, stuff like that. I do like those. Now I'm starting to gather little groupings of where I want some of that brightness to kind of form at. And you put them in little groupings like this. Doesn't have to be a whole flower. Now you're hitting highlights here and there. Like that. Some of them will hit in spots, some of them will not. Come up here, maybe you got a little bit of something hanging around up here, like that. I'm just gonna dip into a little bit more white, get some of this lighter blue. As long as the color sticks out from where you have established. There we go. Pop it in there, give him a little something here, maybe a piece of something over there. Let's just group some stuff this way. We're gonna kind of trail this. Just like that. We're gonna start trailing some things here. Make it a little wider in spots. And we'll just have it come up toward the corner. Like this. Widen it out here a little bit. Like that. So you see the lights hitting in certain areas with it. And these are obviously in the background back there. Okay. So. Well, thank you. The trees, the multicolored tree thing, those are time consuming, but they're fun. When I did my painting class, the host wanted me to teach them that. I'm like, are you sure? But hey, they knocked it out the park. So I they did excellent. They really did. Here, let's get some love over here like this. Okay, it's still showing there. All right. I can keep those in the back. This looks cool. That's pretty good. You got to also complete it. Oh wait, got this guy here. So hold on one second. Let's go with the raw color here. This is just that raw light blue. Hey, how are you? Jessica, it's good to see you. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna add some love over here. We're gonna get a full one here. Okay, just like that. All right. And we're gonna build off that guy. I forgot we had this straggler out here. Curve that around like that. Bring it here. Bring some coming down like that. Come inward. Come inward. Come inward again. Come inward. And we'll put one right there. It's okay. Once again, you start broad, turn the brush, go narrow. Start broad, turn the brush around, go narrow. You're going to get accustomed to these. It happens fairly quickly. Now, put some stragglers out there like that. Let's have him come this way. It's like that. Just have him float around there. Just because you see where I sketch this stuff in doesn't mean you necessarily have to stay there. No. It's just a guide. Okay. All right, let's get just a little touch of white. We're gonna get some highlights going there with it. A little more white than that. Okay, it's real close to that yellow there, so we're gonna get a few of these guys hanging around in there like that. Just like that. We'll come out here, put a couple in that direction. Don't be bashful. Sometimes you just gotta go out there and jump in with both feet. All right, just like that. Do for it to be a little bit brighter in spots there. I don't mind going back over it and over it again, just to get those highlights going. All right, I think we're good just like that. I'm old, Jessica. I don't know what GTSYT is. All right. Let's move. Let's go to the darker blue. We're gonna do that. Okay. So same premise with the dark blue. We have to lighten it up a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, there. And this is going to be our core color here. Fairly deep color. I don't want it too bright. But we're all in here. Now you guys may or may not see this. I have to look at my TV screen here. Let's see. I'll keep playing with it here. Let's see what we got. I'll play with it in here a little bit. If it needs to be a little bit brighter. No, I don't think so. I think this is going to help. I think it's bright just enough. I need it to be in the background. These are darker hydrangeas, but I don't want them to be super gaudy, okay? But I do need them to be seen just a little bit. And the highlights will show that much more. And this is a particularly very dark, deep blue. So I kind of like what's happening with it. So we're good. As you can see, I made it a little lighter. Okay. Which is okay. Because I'm going to have a blue for the highlights that will be even brighter. So it's okay. And remember, once these start to dry, the color flattens out anyway. Okay. Your eye. Oh, okay. Thank you. Remember, man, we're old. We don't know the newfangled stuff. You know, I think you're speaking Latin or something. I don't know. You know, you're dealing with old fogies here. As you see, I'm just grouping them in their different directions. All right. I'm going back over a few because I do like this shade. I don't think I'm gonna go too hog wild with it though. We're gonna mix some purple and blue together because we're gonna fade in to purple after this. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like where this is headed. So I'm going over some of this green here. There. Now, once you start going over the green petals, it brings these petals back further. All right. So it's almost like playing a little kiddie game with this stuff. And you know, that's part of the joy doing this. We're gonna have this blue butt into some of the other colors here. All right. I'm gonna still allow some of that background to peek through, the original background. Nothing wrong with that at all. You see it here, you see it here, you see it in here, a little bits in here, you can see it in there. All right, so it's okay. You know, have fun with it. Have fun. One of the key things. This is just straight dark blue. And believe it or not, it will be seen. And we're gonna start mixing blue and the blue and the purple together. So we got a nice cool blend going on here with this. And I'm gonna put some of that purple right on top of this blue. So we're gonna have a little fun with this. Okay. Let's get into the purple. We're gonna mix a little purple. We'll put it right here. A little purple, a little blue together. All right. Now with the purple and blue mix, you're gonna need a little bit of white in there. Still a little bit on the blue side to me, so we'll get a dab more purple. There we go. Mix it right in there. It's a nice little mix right there. Nice little in-between mix. And we're gonna come right in here with it. As you can see the different colors there. See that? Almost looks neon, but pop it right in there. Pop it right in there, like so. I might be going a little fast. I'm kind of accustomed to doing it, doing these. Probably why I don't paint hydrangeas very much, because once you get accustomed to it, they're very simple to do. And it doesn't take much. But as you can see, we're at that in-between color. All right, not quite purple, not all the way blue, and that's great. All right, let's put some of that love right in here. Mix it right in there. In front of some of these guys here. Just like that, come on down. I'm going to take this batch. I'm gonna bring it behind this leaf. So now it's gonna give the appearance of it being behind something. Right in here. Come downward. Just like that. Come on down with it. Just like that. Just like so. Going in this way, come out this way, going that way. All right. Well, thank you, Davey. Let's go pure purple. Let's take the purple, put it right here. Let's get a little bit of white. You have to actually separate the colors. Okay. So, there we go. That will work for the purple. That's cool. That'll work. So we're all in here now. Let's bring this downward so you guys can see it. Okay. All right, pure purple right in here. Right in there. Put it right in there. Oh, let's go this way. Put a couple of those guys hanging around in there like that. if you find yourself getting a little lost, just make another full one and go right from there. So let's say you have one, yeah, right about here. And then you start going out with it. Like I say, it can be monotonous. It can be. But you can always take a break. Hey, Sonia. Yeah, I read it. I gave you the thumbs up. I'm glad all went well. I was just glad to see your post. Now, how's Jim doing? I'm pretty sure he's a little worried. No surgery is I don't know. I don't consider any surgery run of the mill when you have to entrust them to, when they cut you open. That's you know. This is gonna more than likely be a two-parter because I'm going to put roses in here, and I'm going to put a heron in this guy. The heron will more than likely be here with the neck and probably partial feathers and whatnot. Okay. Every once in a while, I'll do a painting that's got the animals in it with the floral. Every once in a while, I'll pop something in there like that. Let's bring him out a little bit here. I'm gonna make him grow out here a little bit more. Just because. Okay. There. Just to bring him out. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's not go flipping over couches or anything there, Sonia. Not with them staples. All right, we're gonna pop some highlights in there. We're gonna go with let's go around in here like that, and we'll pop some over in this direction like that. Something in there like that. Somewhere around in there. Probably in the upper area here. What I'll do is I'll look at it on the other screen. I'll stop and check it out. Yeah, we're good. We're good like that. Okay. Yeah, we're all right. We'll go up here and make some of that disappear around in there. Okay, just like that. We'll have it kind of go in a little bit like that. Okay, that's cool. We'll bring some little tag-alongs here, little tiny fellas, kind of disappearing there. We're gonna take a little bit of this light blue. We'll put it over here. All right. We'll lighten up. I think that'll work right there. And we're gonna put some of that love right in here. Just like that. Even though it's a different color, we're gonna make it bleed right into the other ones. Just like that. come on out here like this. Some of these fellas right down here. And what we're doing is we're trailing that light, that yellow down there. Okay. So I'm concentrating on the light in this area. So we're gonna have some of that love come here. Just like that. And have it trail. Always have a little bit of them guys trailing somewhere. We'll join a few together. Like that. Put some little fellas in there. Just here and there. Have it catch a couple over here. Like that. Alright? We're going to go into our dark blue. We'll put it over here by the white. Get a little touch of white. Brighten that up a little bit, just like that. All right. We're going to come right in here. And you see the different color patterns here going on with it. Make it bleed into the other hydrangeas there. Just like so. I'm going to have it cup around here, like this. Just like that. Okay. As I'm checking it out, I'm still looking at it here. I can probably go a little lighter. All right, let's brighten up some of these guys. Really put the white in there. This is a little more purple. And we're gonna put a couple of little pieces in here. Right in here like that. All right. So you can always go brighter and brighter. The brighter you go, the less of it you really need. Okay, so just like so. All right. I'll pop a couple of those in here like this. Just like that. Just in certain spots, certain areas. Now the purple that we have, just pure purple, we're going to go back into our purple right here. Get a nice chunk of white in there, really brighten that up a little bit. Almost glow in the dark white right in there. Very bright right here. Okay. And we're going to put them particularly in the bottom here, like this. You can paint directly over these guys. Once again, I like to have little things kind of trail going into the other colors a little bit like that. Okay. And now I'll just add cute little highlight things in there. We'll have it come over here on the edge. Just like that. Little pieces of color in there. Thank you, Jessica. I'm just reading over Sonia Staple comment. I'm telling you, don't go trying to jump on chandeliers or anything with them staples. Just be careful. I kind of like that. Let's get a nice gathering of that glow down here on the bottom. Okay. Just like that. I'll come around in here. Just like that. We'll trail a few of them right in here. Once again, you're doing parts and pieces of hydrangeas. Different areas. Your eye fills in all of this. All right. It's just little pieces, little bits of flower petals here and there. You can space them out more, like that. We're gonna come over here because it's kind of intense around in this area. So we're gonna come over here, add some more love in this corner here. All right, something like that. Add a little more brightness down there for this one. Okay, all right. So I'm still looking, I'm still examining, I'm still checking out things here. Okay. These little guys back here, I can probably add a few in here like that. I'm really picking and choosing my poison here when I do this. All right, just on the edge a little bit. Something like that. Now, we're talking about hues. This light purple and this yellow are the same hue, the same intensity. Okay, that's why you can barely see it. Even though they're both opposites, and literally opposites on the color wheel, but because of the intensity of the yellow and the brightness of this purple, the hue, the intensity matches up, so you barely see it. Okay. All right. So our final color to play with will be the yellow. All right. I have orange mixed in with this yellow, and I believe we're going to play with that. We'll get the yellow right here. I'll get plenty of it here. Get a little touch of orange in this. Okay. And then we're going to put the yellow on top of this orange. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's start with, we'll start right here. Just like that. Okay. Very bright. We're going to start building off of this guy. We're going to come, we'll come out this way. I probably would have to move my chair over. Maybe. We'll see. Because the time as of right now doesn't seem to be too bad. I can probably get away with maybe a rose or two in this. And then we'll probably finish this off tomorrow. As long as I get the majority of the painting done today. And that looks like I am going to. It looks like we're doing pretty good time here. Now I know you guys are seeing what looks like orange here, but it's not. I didn't add any white, so it's just two semi-transparent colors on top of each other here, the yellow and the orange. Okay, no white. You know, this dog picks the great time to want to go to the bathroom. You're gonna have to hold on, puppy. I'm gonna be here for a few. That's right, drink your water. Wait a minute, you already have to go to the bathroom, you're drinking more water? Oh, nice. Okay. Now, as you see me doing this, what I'm doing is just adding, besides petals, but I'm adding texture with the thickness of the paint. I'm still doing the same thing, broad, and you twist the brush to bring it to a nice little point there. Okay. And sometimes when you do these hydrangeas or what's the other ones that are similar? They're in a economy. Same concept, but they're circular. Economy, what they are. Different directions. Don't be afraid to overlap. All right. Sometimes when you do these quick, they turn out better. All right. I'm not using as much orange. I'm going to just use a little more yellow. This is definitely going to be our hot spot here. And as you see, I'm not going over everything. I'm going to let some of that background show through. Every once in a while, I'll put an actual 5-petal in there. And I'll do another 5-petal one real quick here. Somewhere in here, I'll put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And you start building your leaves, your extra petals right off of that one. Have no fear of putting these guys on top of other petals, overlapping. It's okay. Let's add a little more orange there, because if I want to highlight it, so we can add a little more orange in this. Once again, do not worry about overlapping these guys, because when you do these with the amount of paint that you have on them, you're creating texture with them. All right, which also helps aid your eye. All right, so always a little strategy with these paintings. Once again, I will not totally make everything disappear as far as background. Okay. You know what? I think I still want, even though I clean my brushes all right, I still want bits of petals here, all in here. This is just me. I'll have a couple dangling out here on the other side, just to spread it out, spread the love a little bit more with these guys. Just like that. All right. Okay. Now we're going to go with, since I contaminated all of this fairly well, we're going to make that disappear. We'll make some of that disappear. We don't need all of this. Make some of that disappear too. Get rid of some of this. Like that. We'll clean some of that up. The white paint was pretty contaminated, so we'll add some more white. We'll just put the slab of white right there. Okay. We have to make our hotspot right in here. Obviously, it's got this orangey yellow thing happening. So, get your yellow out here. Get your titanium white, mix it. There we go. All right. Now we're going to turn these into yellow hydrangeas. All right, and here we go. We have our little firebrand right. Since it's in front of everybody else, we'll start it right here. Just like that. We'll put another one right here. Just like that. We'll put another one. We'll put them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There, just like that. I want my intensity of the yellow to still be there, so I'll be rinsing off this brush often. All right, and here we go. Right here, right here, right here, different directions, just like that. Put it in front of that guy, like that. We'll concentrate a lot of these here toward the center. All right. Up in here. Still keep some of that green background in there. Clean off the brush. Still want my intense color. I don't want that color to die out. So we still want our intense yellow. Keep it moving. A little bit of yellow with a touch of white. Put it in there. Let's go a little whiter over here. Just like that. Very bright. Put it right in there. Okay, I want this to come out in front a little bit more. The fellas in the back can stay in the back. It'd be that deep orangey color. That's fine. A little touch of white. We got enough yellow here to. This is more white than yellow, so it's gonna make it even brighter. and you come, oh, let's do it right on the edge, right here, even brighter. Right up in here, a little brighter there. Let's bring some of those out a little bit more. The brighter it is, the less of it you need. Like so. It's kind of a nice little trick of how bright you want these guys. All right. I'll put a couple of them in here, like that. Put one up in there. Okay, let's go back to putting some brightness in this. Okay, we'll come out here a little bit. All right, up in here like that. I'll put some brighter petals in here just to bring some of these guys out front. Just like this. Right out front. Put it on Front Street here. Put it in front of that leaf there. Just like that. And pop a couple in here like so. It brings that petal back, brings this bush up front a little bit. All right. And since I already have it doing that, let's pop a few right in here like this. And it'll bring that bush back, the green bush back a little bit. All right. Put a couple of them in here. Just a few. We can add a few more right in here. Like that. As I'm looking at it, I believe I can add a few more bits of petals in here. Right up in here like that. Okay, like that. Once again, once you do a few, you look. Always stop and look. Thank you. Yeah, that's a little firebrand I want right there. Everything's kind of leading you in that direction anyway, if you notice. Everything's kind of going there. Even the lead, everything's pointing, it's actually pointing there. Okay, everything's like going in that direction, bringing you right there. All right, okay, so we've done this whole background with a few hundred hydrangea petals. All right, okay, let's put this brush away. Now, the heron is going to be white. So I am gonna slap a rose or two in here. I got enough time for that. It's just where do I want to put it, and I believe even I got plenty of color here. I think I'm gonna go with basic red, to which I don't have here. So let's just go with regular red, and we'll put it right here on top of this white. It doesn't matter. All right. When I was teaching the class and I would do something like that, they were like, no. I'm like, no, this is acrylic. what's on the bottom is already dry. So, you know, no worries, no worries. It's okay. Breathe easy, it's all right. Okay, let's take this guy and let's put him to the left over there. So we'll start with, we'll put something over here. Okay, let's peel out a little bit of red. And what we're going to do with this red, I want to darken the red a little bit. We'll put a little bit of green in that, just to deepen that red. Now green is obviously the opposite of red, so it's going to start to brown it out a little bit, but that's okay. All right, I don't want to make it like super huge or anything, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I already see what I want with this one already. We're gonna take a little touch of green, okay, and we're gonna pop more green. While it's wet, it's just gonna blend anyway, so it doesn't matter. But see how dark that is? That's pretty much what you're looking for. Okay. I'll keep it like that for that one. It's all right. It's all good. All right, we're just gonna use the green that I have on the brush, mix it in with the red. It's all right. So we got one there. Okay. Cool. We'll have let's make a bit of my face disappear. We'll put one right here, I guess. It's all right. Okay. Pop one right there. That's cool. All right. I'm running out of green, so I guess we'll use purple. Right here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll put it right there. Okay. All right. What's left of the green mix? Yes, I am picky about what I'm adding into this red. I am. Let's play with the guy right here. We're gonna go with our purple, and we'll darken that in like so. Okay, something like that, ish. A little more purple. Let's get that a little darker than that. All right, that's cool. All right. Very stylized roses that we're gonna do. Okay. All right. Let's go with this red. We'll put it right here. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. We'll put it right here on the edge. We'll just get some red right here. All right. Let's see what I want to do. Our brightness is here. Let's start up here. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is just start to pop in just the brightness right now, where I want some of that to be with this guy. Give it a little push here. We'll give a push of color right there. Round that out a little bit. One here. You see, when I'm pushing like that, okay, it's already giving me like that. Join it around in there like that. It's that's might well cover that up. It's no big deal. All right, it's just giving me a line of where I want the petals. All right. Let's say if I don't want nothing going bloop, 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 like that, well, you just go in between it, and you'll have one single petal line there. Okay. So you get your a roll of paint, go underneath it and just smooth it out. Okay. I can redo it like that and just guide that, fade that out of there. I don't want it there. So whatever you want or don't want, you just make it disappear. Make it go wherever you want it if you don't want it there. Okay, no big deal. All this stuff up here, I'll just use this red, still just a natural red. All up here, I can just, quite frankly, just color it in like this. Talk about a very stylized, that's what we're doing really. It's just a stylized rose here. Very stylized. Okay. Just like that. All right. Let's go right here. Our light sources are around in here. We're just taking that red, put it right here. This is not necessarily the highlight color. You already did your base color. Okay. We're just come here. We're gonna give a push, push, push. We'll bring it down like that, and we'll just come this way with it. Okay. Push. So we got a petal there. We're gonna push, push, push. I'm gonna come here. We can get a little more paint. Like that. Pop that in there like that. All right. That's where our little highlights are gonna be there. Okay. Come here, put that little rim up. And what I'm doing is I'm really overlapping things here. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Here the lamp it's got a little bit of the light here. All right. So forgive me with that. I'm just getting some more of the straight red here. And I'm gonna come here, boom. Bring it down right here. Bring it down. Right here. Right here. Bring it right down. Like I say, this is where the light source is anyway. Okay. I'll wipe some of that away. It's all right. There. All right, we're gonna come over here and edge. Need more paint. I want that rim of paint. That's really important for me. So a little push there. Like that. And we're gonna go in a little V formation like that. Come back out this way. And then we're gonna aim all that way. Okay. Just like that. That little rim of paint that I'm doing, it really helps to sell the illusion of your petals. We'll bring them on this way like that. All right. Okay. As I'm looking at it, let's get a touch of this orange. We're gonna put the orange right here with a little help of that white. I'm mixing a little bit of red in there, but this is your highlight. All right. Let's go up here. It's a highlight color. So you're gonna give a push right here on the bottom. Bring it in there. Push. See this? You don't do the whole flower. You just do where you know the light's gonna hit this thing. Just like that. Just like so. All right. All right, let's do that again. With a little touch of white. Let's do this one here. Little push, little push, little push. Bring it in there. Just like that. Press it right in there. white, a little more orange. A slight touch of red in there. Once again, it's just a highlight color. Come here. Come here. Just like that. Bring it on in there like that. Definitely here. Like that. Alright. You see how it's forming? You see what's going on here? We're going to put another one there like that. And we'll just have a little point there and trail that downward like that. Let's bring that back. Alright. See that? A little orange, a little white. This one's obviously as close as it can be, right? So let's pop one here like this. Come here, come here, come here. Put that little firebrand in there, right in there. Let's have one point out this way and just curve in. Have it fade into that. Let's have one right here. Curve in. So as I'm checking it out, we can pop one right in here and have it turn like that. Turn in there, like so. We got some other friends up above. We'll have it come out a little bit here and then disappear like that. We got another one here. Fade him in, like so. Oh, I really die. Keep it like that. I guess we can give this one a little bit more love right in here. A little stronger love right in here. Like that. Bring him in, around in there like that. Just like that. So we're really focusing on where the highlight would be. Okay. All right. So as I'm looking at it and checking it out here. Okay. Let's go with our straight red again. Throughout the tube, we're going to come here, we're going to start fading things out here. This is just the basic red, which is now the shaded red. See? Now you're looking at the shaded parts of the rose. Even though this is the red right out of the tube, but it appears darker because we've got your eye used to this orangey red color here, the highlight color. So now I can just use the regular red off the tube and proceed to make it the shade color. See, even though this is the red that's supposed to represent that bright orange, it's now become the shade color for the flower. But it's still red. It's still going to be red roses. We come inside for the interior. It's really just texture in here. As long as it's circular. Okay. In here, same thing. Sometimes I can just pop it in there in a circular motion, like that. Even though these are just wild looking squiggles, to be honest with you, but it looks like a whole lot more. Okay, you guys can do this. You guys can definitely do this. Really. I'm not saying it just to say it, because remember, I couldn't do none of this before, not until I was shown how to do it. Okay, I didn't know how to do any of it. You know, I just studied and kept at it. Okay, and so what you see me doing now is I'm just adding textures. It's that roll of paint that's just giving the impression of the folds of the petal. Okay, and that's all I'm doing with this. Just like that. Same thing here. You're just adding texture to it, making it look like more than what it really is. Very stylized. All right. Make it seem like it took forever to do it. I don't know if anybody's left watching me. I might have bored you guys away from it. We're going to go with a little touch of this deep blue. We're going to put it right here. A little bit of this yellow is going to give us a nice green here. A little more of that blue. And some more yellow. Just like that. I think I'm going to add a little white to that. Brighten it up just a little bit. Alright. Okay. That should be somewhat fair. Okay. Here we go. Just going to come out like that. Come out, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Turn it to a nice little point. Do it again. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And bring it to a nice little point right there. Wiggle, 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 press, wiggle, wiggle, turn into a nice little point, just like so. All right, a little more yellow. Not really a total blend. You don't have to. We'll do it here because it's got more yellow. So wiggle, 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 smush, smush, smush. Turn around. Good. Nice little point right there. We're going to do it here. Wiggle, wiggle. Get that yellow out of there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Turn it around. Nice little point. Okay. All right. Get some more. Smash it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Turn it around to a point. All right. All right. A little more yellow. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Turn it around. Got a little point there. I kind of like that brightness. We'll kind of put that brightness right there. Wiggle, wiggle, come to a point. I like the bright color. Wiggle, right to a point. Come right to a point there. Okay. Give a nice little curve there. All right, let's go with a little bit of white, a little bit of yellow. just because I want a little brightness in there. Just like that. Right up in here a little bit of yellow. And that point going there. I want that one a little deeper over there. It's behind the light there, so we'll just kind of deepen that right there. Deepen that and make it a point there. All right. Okay. All right, let's go back into our yellow. A little touch of white there, like this. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Turn right to a nice little point with that guy. Right up in here. And we'll wiggle him right in there. Make sure you cover that leaf so you know where it's going there. A little more yellow, a little more white. We'll put it right in here. Wiggle. Bring it out to a point, just like that. A little bit of blue. We're going to green it up a little bit. And we're going to maybe right in here. Right in here. Fade that out a little bit. I'm just scraping off a little bit of that, just to add that yellow in there. A little bit of shadow in here, it's all right. Like so. All right. Since I got some of this dark green, I'll just take advantage of it and bring it over there like that. Okay. Let's bring it right in between here, just like that, and come out, just like so. All right. It's a little. We're gonna lighten that up a little bit over there, just like so. All right. All right. This let's take. I can't find it, but that's all right. We'll just use this. I'm just using a little yellow, a little white. I'm gonna take this brush. We're going to add. There we go. A little bit of a line there. I don't have to have the line go all the way through, just the hint of a line there. All right. Just the hint of one. Like that. We're almost there. See, I'll continue this. Put the bird in here tomorrow. All right. Okay, there we go. We can make this disappear. We don't need that. Anyway, all right. So what we have right now, basically, is a very filled up background. All right. We have our greens, our blues, blue, purples, purple, the yellows. All right. And believe it or not, the bird will still be in here. Like I say, the bird will be, I know the beak will be here, the head is here, a little S formation of some sort, and the body will be in here somewhere. Okay. Yeah. And it will be a white heron of some sort, but yeah, you're not going to see the heron's legs. It'll just be the body, the neck, and the bill. And I'll probably have the bill, instead of aiming downward at the bill, we'll probably go straight across, so it'll be like an S formation. All right. All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching me do this. One heck of a background, right? To put a bird in, but yeah, we're gonna see how this all turns out and all that good stuff. So once again, I appreciate you. Like I said, I don't know how many people are left here, but I do appreciate you guys being here. And for those who are um, still watching, you know, we'll continue this tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, and we'll finish it up with the Heron. So until next time, take care, be safe. Wear your glasses if you're gonna go look at that eclipse in a few days, next Monday. So I shall see you guys when I see you, and until next time, peace.